Is our right to self-custody our digital assets in jeopardy with the current version of the Clarity Act? I think over the long term, most people aren't going to want to. The majority of the population does not want to self-custody. The equivalent that I could give you would be, prior to the 1960s, people took stock certificates and put it in their house, like in their safe. That's effectively what you're doing with your crypto. You're buying it on an exchange and then you're moving it to a storage device that you have ownership of. There's just a lot of liability with that and responsibility that comes along with it. You don't get the assurances of holding it in institutional custody with the insurance and other things, but there's a lot of assets that just don't have the infrastructure is not built for it yet, right? Like we're still waiting on HBAR and XDC over there at Anchorage. We've been hounding them for a year trying to get that, across the line. But as of now, they've done it on the B2B side, but they haven't done it on the wealth management side. So stuff like that, hash, I've talked about that one on here before. I mean, there's a lot of different digital assets that you're probably going to have to hold on your Ledger or your Tangent wallet or your Decent wallet, whatever cold wallet solution you're using. We like Decent. I think it's people's right to self-custody. If you wanted your stock certificates, you could probably go get them, but I don't know how many people are going to do that at this point. Right? Like it's much easier and safer to transfer those electronically and have them held with a custodian. That's why BNY Mellon has, 60 plus trillion dollars in AUC or assets under custody. I think that people over the long term, especially as quantum computers and other things come to market and are at scale, there's just going to be a lot more potential for loss. Not that there isn't already. People get scammed all the time. Unfortunately, I don't think it's in jeopardy. We actually advocated when we worked with the SEC to draft the rules for that people could still hold assets on their own cold wallet. So with all that being said, I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon, but I do think that there will be, probably an adoption of institutional custody at scale. And we're working on solutions for that right now.